was Patriots Browns.
Yeah.
I mean, were you surprised? This game went exactly how I expected.
It would.
But I will say, didn't expect Bailey Zappe to play this good. And this makes me very excited to see him ball out because he's the first quarterback in NFL history to have 2 starts with a QBR above 100. First quarterback in NFL history to do that. Bill Belichick had a great scheme against Jacoby Brissett and Nick Chubb and all those guys that they got on offense. Patriots defenses look really good. But the storyline here for me is how well Bailey Zappe's played and how much of a difference there is between him and Mac Jones. Because so far, what I've seen, Bailey Zappe, pretty accurate and has a pretty good arm. And I don't know how much of a gap there is, if there is at all, between him and Mac Jones.
Yeah, and my problem with Mac Jones is that you're going to have to pay him one day if you do indeed decide he's your starter, and you shouldn't. No. And the truth of the matter is that Mac Jones is an average quarterback whose peak is probably going to be somewhere around Alex Smith, Dak Prescott, Jimmy Garoppolo. And his one thing, you're like, oh, well, Mac Jones, he may be conservative. He may not be able to throw the ball downfield. He may not be able to do anything above average. But at least he doesn't turn the ball over. Well, then we come to the Baltimore game where Mac Jones throws 3 picks and basically you should have beat the Ravens, and you didn't because Mac Jones threw 3 picks. And Bailey Zappe has come in, and he seems like, dare I say, he's given this team some zap. I mean, he seems like he's given this life, and these players are no dummies because they're practicing with this guy every single week. And the fact that it feels like the energy changed when Bailey Zappe stepped in over Mac Jones, and he threw for 300 yards, and it's not like they were keeping the playbook down. This is with a bad receiving core, but you look at the stats, Devontae Parker, 60 yards. Hunter Henry, 60 yards. Jonnu Smith, 60 yards. Kendrick Bourne, another guy getting involved. And you had 4 players, 5, with over 60 yards. Jacoby Myers getting in there. So it's like he's spreading the ball around. He's figuring out how to make it work with this offense. And then Ramondre Stevenson is legit. Yeah, I mean, this is honestly the best Patriots duo running back. This is the best 1-2 running back punch I've seen with the Patriots. And I'm honestly like, if they get another receiver, the Patriots I underrated them. We got most of the teams that are going to fall off this year. I was like, the Packers are a team that's going to fall off. The Rams are a team that's going to fall off. A few others. I don't have them off. The Colts.
We called the Colts.
We called a few other teams. So I'm like, the Patriots are probably going to fall off because I don't believe in them. But no, Bill Belichick knows what he's doing. Bailey Zappe in this game, and it's just the Browns are gonna brown, even though Bill Belichick has some vendetta.
Well, yeah, they fired him. It was his first head coaching job, and he brought them to the playoffs. Actually got his first career win against the Patriots, interestingly enough. Had an interestingly yet complicated era in Cleveland, and then as they're starting to turn things around, they fire him, which was questionable at the time. I watched this whole documentary on it. It was really cool. Highly recommend. And then, so Bill Belichick definitely holds grudges because between the Browns and the Jets, he brings his A game against these guys. That's why I never bet against Bill Belichick against the Jets or the Browns, no matter how good they are, which we'll get to the Jets in a second, just how good they've played. But Bill Belichick against the Browns, it was a lock. I mean, Browns could not do anything. They had a great scheme against Jacoby Brissett, former Patriot. Contained the run as much as you can with Nick Chubb. And, the Patriots look really good. And I honestly, if you look at their schedule in the next few weeks, this should rattle off like 3-4 wins. They should be probably 7-3. So they're going to be a playoff team. I'm going to say it now. Yeah,
they're going to be a playoff team. And I do think they're better than the Ravens. And I do think they're better than the Chargers, all those teams that are kind of on the edge. Do I think they'll get smashed by the Bills or the Bengals or the Chiefs that they play them in the playoffs? Yeah, but Bill Belichick's coaching, we've seen it before where they've been undermatched, where Bill Belichick can coach himself out of a lot of bad situations. It's like sometimes you're undermanned, you're undergunned when you walk into a bar and someone's trying to pick a fight, but you just have that friend who's like knows his way around and can get you guys out of any sticky situation. And it's like, Oh, okay. Bill Belichick's kind of the Houdini of coaches. Also, I don't know if you guys forgot, but he's also the greatest coach of all time. So there's that.
Oh,
My
yeah.
friend was like, "Oh, we have Brian Daboll. I'm a Giants fan. I think he's gonna be the next Bill Belichick." And I'm like,
No.
can he get 3 Super Bowls first, or I don't know, 6, and then 2?
Or a playoff win.
Yeah, 2 rings. Bill Belichick had as a defensive coordinator. Brian Daboll didn't even get a ring with the Bills as a coordinator. So there's
Yeah.
that.
I think with the Patriots, the ceiling for them, I think, is a playoff win. And I think that's if they face like an AFC South team.
Right.
Or they run into a team like the Chargers or the Ravens. Or, you know, I don't think they can beat the Bengals. I don't think they can beat the Bills. And I don't think they can beat the Chiefs.
Yeah, you would have to get the high wild card seed, and then the AFC South team's definitely going to be the 4 seed. So if you get that 5th seed and you face the Titans or the Colts, I definitely think you could smash the Titans or the Colts.